Hi, it's April, and what I'm going to do for you here is I'm going to walk you through activity number 1 from the Rhetorical Grammar for Expository Reading and Writing packet. It's something new this week, so make sure if you have questions, you come and talk to me. So activity number 1 has 3 parts. So the first activity will require that you listen to a reading from chapter 1. And I will be doing that reading as soon as I finish going over these directions. Whilst I'm reading, you need to take notes. Do not follow along in the book. You need to just take notes. Once you are finished with those notes, you will use those notes to write a paraphrase, to put everything I read into your own words. And before you begin this, make sure you read the directions thoroughly in the packet, which is provided on D2L. The second thing you're going to complete is the noticing language activity. This has 4 sentences, and the directions ask you to analyze who's speaking and are they speaking directly or indirectly. And the third thing you'll need to do is select your own passage to paraphrase. It does not need to be anything longer than a paragraph, and then you're going to want to complete steps 1 through 5, and those are the bullets under the guidelines for paraphrasing section. So if you haven't read the directions in D2L, you need to pause this recording and go read the directions. If you're ready to begin the reading section, feel free to get out your paper and pencil and take notes as I read from the first chapter of Into the Wild. I will begin on page 1. You should take notes while I read. Do not follow along in your book. And when we're done, make sure you write a paraphrase using your notes. Chapter 1. The Alaska Interior. Jim Gallion had driven 4 miles out of Fairbanks when he spotted the hitchhiker standing in the snow beside the road. Thumb raised high, shivering in the gray Alaska dawn. He didn't appear to be very old, 18, maybe 19 at most. A rifle protruded from the young man's backpack, but he looked friendly enough. A hitchhiker with a Remington semi-automatic isn't the sort of thing that gives motorists pause in the 49th state. Gallion steered his truck onto the shoulder and told the kid to climb in. The hitchhiker swung his pack into the bed of the Ford and introduced himself as Alex. Alex? Gallion responded, fishing for a last name. Just Alex, the young man replied, pointedly rejecting the bait. 5 feet 7 or 8, with a wiry build. He claimed to be 24 years old and said he was from South Dakota. He explained that he wanted to ride as far as the edge of Denali National Park, where he intended to walk deep into the bush and live off the land for a few months. That's the end of the passage. Conclude your notes, write your paraphrase, and then complete the other activities for this section.